Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. And back to the news segment of the illustrious podcast, I Can't Shut Up Unless You Tell Me To. Today, I would like to talk to you about some things. And we're going to get through some of the bad stuff. And then I have a happy, some free donut news. Or cheap donut news for you guys later this week, and later at the end of the video or the end of the podcast, and I will inform you guys about that shortly. But on to the bad stuff first. Canada bans conversion therapy, a practice Justin Trudeau called despicable and degrading. Despite my many feelings about Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, and his failings, I will say that the law makes it a crime to subject a person of any age, consenting or not, to such treatment. So-called conversion therapies rely on the assumption that sexual orientation can be changed or cured, an idea discredited by basically every major medical association. It's often performed by religious leaders, but licensed clinicians are also engaged in the practice. I commend the Canadian government for moving forward with this, because quite frankly, it's far too overdue. Now, moving on. Earlier this week, whether it was either on here or on a stream on Twitch, we were talking about how the Better.com CEO apologizes. Basically the Better.com CEO laid off 15% of his workforce over a Zoom call, of all things. Egregious? Yes. Disrespectful? Absolutely. And they just recently got a $750 million cash infusion from outside investors. And part of receiving that infusion was having to lay off that many employees. Now, if he had said that, I feel like the smoke would have been lessened in some way, if he was honest and transparent. But he's still a scumbag, because not only did he give himself a $250,000 bonus last year, he also brought his VP up from about $160,000 a year to $1 million a year in pay. It's disgusting and grotesque. And he was heard threatening people when people in the company said, took issue with his methods. So the CEO in general, Vishal Garg, is a bad person, and you shouldn't like him because he does bad things to bad people. Period. He does bad things to good people. My apologies, I meant to say. Let me correct myself there. Meanwhile, in our space, the creator space, in the YouTube space, a YouTuber by the name of Totally Not Mark, an anime reviewer, was hit with over 150 copyright claims for reviews. Now, for those who are unaware of how the copyright system works on YouTube, when a video is claimed, you have to dispute it, and then the person who disputed it has basically 30 days to either either relinquish their claim on the video or keep it. And then if they decide to do it, you can claim it again, and you can dispute it again. And after the 60 days things, if they don't do anything about it, you win by default, and you get your video back. And here's the secondary portion. If they deny it again, that's when you have to go to court. But here's the thing: it's on the company to send a cease and desist to the creator proper. Most of the time, it works in favor of that player because the company doesn't actually want to devote time and resources to one fucking video. Now, Totally Not Mark here lost probably tens of hours and hours of work and money as a result of this. But here's the problem: if each video takes the maximum amount of time to reverse the claim, which in reality they will, because companies have no reason to do this expeditiously. It would take almost 40 years, 37 to be exact, to go through the appeals, the 60 to 90 day, the 30 to 60 day, or the upwards of 60 day appeals process for every single video. That is disgusting, might I say. Grotesque, even. And the response from the community has, in lieu of this, especially the creator community, because they have felt these burdens before, has been immense. And I would say, non-controversially, unironically, as far as pertains to things like Dragon Ball, and other Toei animation projects, oh ho, yo ho, a pirate's life for me, dun dun. Moving on, as it were, we have this is some better news. It's more neutral depending on your, personal beliefs of persuasion. The illustrious Pope Francis, the, quite frankly, best Pope in my lifetime, has stated a few different things that are sort of basically, in some type of ways, basically telling the Catholic Church to mellow the fuck out. First off, he says, don't sweat over sins of the flesh. They aren't that serious, which is great, because the puritanical beliefs of the church have been a problem, in my personal opinion, for a very, very long time. Also, Pope also says sex outside of marriage is not the most serious sin. Now, he's not saying it's not a sin, but the amount of people treating it like you've killed somebody should go down, at least in the Catholic Church, because, well, they have a hierarchy. Regardless, I think that is a positive development, and honestly, if I wasn't already a devout atheist, I would be much more happy if I was still a Catholic, because I was technically baptized Catholic. Now, remember those cheap donuts I said earlier? Well, we've got good news. Krispy Kreme is giving out dozen glazed donuts for just $1 this weekend. Now, when I say this weekend, I'm talking about the recording of this date. It is going to be on this Saturday, the 12th, 2021, and the 11th and the 12th. So to do it completely, Krispy Kreme is, to read directly from the article, Krispy Kreme is in the spirit of giving this holiday season. This weekend, the beloved donut chain will be making the holidays even sweeter with the return of its annual Day of the Dozen event, set to take place on Sunday, December 12th. The Day of the Dozen sees Krispy Kreme handing out a dozen iconic original glazed donuts for just $1. So, I don't know about... The deal is limited to 2 per customer at participating Krispy Kreme locations nationwide. Is available via takeout, drive-thru, or in shops. They can even score a deal from the... Oh, that's cute. So they have like these adorable little specialty created ones that you can also order through it. Including a penguin, a Santa belly with cream filled, snowman. It's adorable. So everybody, this coming Sunday, December the 12th, 2021, during opening hours, you can get a dozen donuts for $1. So go have at it. Go have fun. That's your for if you live near a Krispy Kreme, let's fucking go. God knows I'm going to the one down in Lower Newcastle by the airport here in Delaware to get some this Sunday with my buddy Anthony if he's free. But there's the happy news, and enjoy it. Life has been difficult for a lot of us lately with changes in our democracy going, which I'm not even going to talk about because it gives me stress. Go check out Philip DeFranco's video from yesterday. It's good. Sometimes I think we just need something good in our lives a little bit, and I think this is one of them. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.